Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reacting to the bonus tracks for Butterfly for its 25th anniversary by Mariah Carey. Quick disclaimer before I get into everything. I've already heard the majority of these songs besides the last two, but I have decided that I wanted to listen to everything again just for fun. So if you're interested in just seeing my reaction for the last two, check down below in my description because the entire video will be timestamped. And now on to a couple quick disclaimers. Number one, this is just my personal opinion and interpretation of the songs. I'd love to hear yours down below. Just keep it respectful, please. Sorry for any background noise or dust particles that may occur throughout this video. I'm going to be stopping and giving my thoughts on the songs as I go along. I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of each song due to copyrights. You see me looking down at my phone, that is just because I'll have the lyrics for each song pulled up. Lastly, if I have any notes that I forget to add, check down below. I might have a comment. And let's get into it. The first song is gonna be Whenever You Call with Brian McKnight. Okay, so my thoughts on this song. I can appreciate it for what it is, but I do tend to prefer the original. This is the first time I've heard this version of the song in a bit. I never go to this version of the song. I always usually listen to it in context of the Butterfly album, but like I said, I can definitely appreciate it for what it is, and I think that Brian did a good job on the song. And now on to The Roof, When I Feel the Need, featuring Brandy. Okay, so my thoughts on this track, absolutely brilliant. You could see I was just grinning from ear to ear the entire time. Just kind of felt like a kid in a candy store. Like the way that they ate on that track, just one for the books. Just so excellent. Like I said before, I appreciate whenever Mariah redoes her songs, she adds so much into it. So I really appreciate the extra vocals, the little whistle at that part, and just everything that she is doing there. And as I've also said before, I really appreciate the work that she puts into in terms of background vocals and layering, and she really is the queen of that, the best I've ever heard do that. Like, it's just absolutely insane what she packs into a song, and this song is one of the best versions of that. So for her to redo it and just take it to another level just really shows her artistry, her talent, just what an amazing song with the lyrics, the vocals, all of it. So you already have to talk about that. And then we add Brandy to the mix, and Brandy is another one of my favorites in terms of the harmonies and layering, and Brandy just has an insane voice, and so the way that their voices just work together and blend together so seamlessly is so amazing to listen to. I just really appreciate Brandy as a singer. Probably one of my favorite singers of all time. The Full Moon album, if you have not listened to that album in particular, I'm telling you, go listen to it. Thank me later. That album is absolutely incredible in terms of that. One of my favorite R&B albums of all time. But yeah, I just feel like they work so seamlessly together, and just what a moment this was. And I've definitely heard this a few times because I did watch the masterclass and everything, and then I listened to it a few times after that. And if you wanted to see my entire thoughts on Mariah's masterclass and everything, I will have a card on the screen right here because I talked about it on my second channel, so you can see my full thoughts on that. But it was really nice getting to hear this once again, and I'm really glad that she put this on streaming. You really do love to see it because I'm going to be running this up on Spotify for sure, and just really glad that her and Brandy finally did a song together. Like, just what an absolute moment. And I read something that said that she plans to collaborate with Brandy again. Brandy said that she is working on her next album, so I would absolutely love to hear that, an original song. Hopefully that would definitely be cool. But yeah, two of the best singers to ever do it, in my personal opinion at least. And so this track is just top tier on all cylinders, and I wanted to circle back again to Mariah's songwriting really quickly. So vivid, so amazing, and as I said before, she doesn't get enough credit as a songwriter. I feel like I didn't talk about that a little bit enough earlier, so I wanted to give her flowers for her songwriting. The production on this track is insane. I really love how she added the orchestra to it, and I feel like that adds so much more to the song and just makes it even better. And she just really improved upon this in so many different ways, so I really appreciate everything. Her talents as a singer, songwriter, producer, everything's just kind of in top form here, and just wow. So definitely shout out to her. Shout out to Brandy once again. Iconic, a moment you really do love to see it. Next up is going to be Butterfly, live from The Late Show with David Letterman. Okay, so my thoughts on the song, absolutely beautiful. As I said before, Butterfly is my favorite song on the album. I just really appreciate the message, the vocal performance, just the place that it takes you listening to it. I love her songwriting on here, of course. Just everything about the song is truly amazing. So definitely my favorite song on the album, and so very glad to get to hear this performance again. My mutuals tend to post it all over my timeline, at least once a week on Twitter, so once in a while I click and listen to it, but I can appreciate listening to it again in the context of this new anniversary edition of Butterfly. Next up, we have My All live from VH1 Divas Live. Okay, so my overall thoughts on this song. I haven't heard this version of My All in a bit, and I could definitely appreciate this performance. Great vocals, of course. I really appreciated in the back half how she went to like the remix of the song, like the other version of it. I thought that that was cool because I definitely prefer that version in My All Stay a While over the version of My All on the Butterfly album. And My All, it kind of like moved down in my rankings, and I talked about that a little bit in a video I did. It was a revisit with me on the entire Butterfly album, and I will have it in the cards right here to where you guys can check that out. It'll also be linked down below in the description, of course, if you want to watch it. But I really liked how she went into the other version. It's just a completely different energy, and so I really like whenever she does that live. I know that she's done that a couple times from little performances that I've watched in the past, so that was definitely cool. So I really appreciated that. Overall, My All is a good song. I can appreciate her vocals on it, of course, amazing vocals, the instrumentation, the lyrics, and everything that goes into the song. Next up is going to be 4th of July, Acapella. with a sweet intensity, delicately entwined. Okay, so my thoughts on this song. I'm so glad that she officially released this for us to listen to. A lot of artists don't really release a cappella for their songs. Usually it's like a fan-made thing. You have to go on YouTube to find it. The fact that she put this out for us to listen to and appreciate is really cool. So I'm thankful to have it in that respect. And a song like this, and really the entire Butterfly album, just once again shows her talents at stacking vocals and the harmonies and the layering and just everything that she does is absolutely insane. And so to just get to hear everything a cappella is such a treat. I'm glad that we finally do have this on streaming platforms, and whenever I want to listen to it I can just go and hear it on YouTube. So that's definitely cool in that respect. But as I said before, one of the best songs on the Butterfly album. The lyrics on this song are insane. Love the way that she describes rain and paints a picture and everything. In terms of her vocals on here, one of her best vocal performances and just one that really stands out to me. This song is magical overall. The acapella just really takes it to the next level. Just what a dreamy song, just amazing on all fronts. Next up we have Outside Acapella. It's hard to explain, neither here nor there, ambiguous. There's no one to say. You gotta believe it's good enough to be what you really are, and your heart uncertainty. You'll always be on the outside. The realization you don't have a space. You gotta believe it's good enough. Be what you really are, and your heart uncertainty. Will always be on the falling in between. As you want, standing on your own. Where you never quite the same. Try, and your heart always be somewhere on the outside. Okay, so my thoughts on this. Absolutely gorgeous to listen to. A song that she said that she wrote about being biracial, and the lyrics on here are absolutely phenomenal. Vocals on here are incredible. And so again, getting to hear this a cappella once again is truly a treat. Glad that she put this out for us to listen to. And I feel like it makes it even better to listen to because it's already touching on that kind of subject, but it makes it feel like more vulnerable, like more personal, like you feel closer to it. Hopefully I'm describing that right, but that's how I at least feel listening to this. It was just truly magnificent overall, and definitely one of her hardest vocal performances, and one of the ones that is most fascinating to listen to, and a lot of people can relate to the song. I'm also biracial myself, so I definitely relate to it on that aspect, but also people who have never fit in really relate to it, and people in the LGBT community said that they really related to it, so just amazing overall. Next up, we have Butterfly Amorphous Anniversary Club Remix. Okay, so my thoughts on the song. Definitely something that was interesting to listen to. Is this something that I see myself going back to a lot? Honestly, no. I just don't think that it's my style. I don't necessarily think that it's for me, but I can definitely respect it, and definitely shout out to Amorphous. I follow him on Twitter. He's very talented. He's always doing these little like mashups and everything. So it's cool that he finally got to work with Mariah. So definitely shout out to him. All respect there. But that's like kind of like my honest thoughts on this song. I definitely think that a lot of people are going to enjoy this, and there's definitely a place for it, absolutely. So I can appreciate it in that respect, and that's my overall thoughts there. And now on to the last track, Honey, Another Taste of Honey, David Morales remix. Okay, so my thoughts on this. I really loved it. That was so enjoyable to listen to. I loved her vocals on there. I can always appreciate that whenever she would do like these remixes, a lot of times she would go in and re-record her vocals, and just I really appreciate what she did there. It was so cool to get to hear her vocals, and just everything that she was doing there was so pleasant to listen to. So I loved it on the vocal aspect. I love the instrumentation on it. I love the production. David Morales did a fantastic job on this. Shout out to the background singers as well. I forgot to say that. This is a collective experience. Really, really enjoyed it. It's like 7 minutes. Didn't feel that way. I was having so much fun the entire time. A good way to end things off. Glad that we finally have this to listen to. Now I wanted to share my favorite songs out of the bonus tracks. So I'm going to say The Roof, When I Feel the Need, featuring Brandy, 4th of July, Acapella, and Honey, Another Taste of Honey, David Morales remix. Okay, and now I wanted to share my overall thoughts on all of these bonus tracks and everything. So I'm really thankful that she gave these to us, and just everything that she's doing for the 25th anniversary of this album. It does not go unnoticed. One thing about Mariah, she gotta make sure that her fans eat. Like, she's always doing so many cool things for us, and I really, really appreciate that, and it just shows how much she cares about the lambs, and it just really means a lot. So I'm really thankful to have these songs. Even though I've already heard most of them, it was still cool getting to hear them again, and plus the 2 extra ones at the end. And I saw people on social media complaining about this, and the thing is, she could have just done nothing. She could have gave us absolutely nothing. Not only are we getting this, we're getting new merch, we're getting new vinyl, we're getting a documentary for the song Honey, and I think she even teased that there's more surprises, if I remember correctly. So just the fact that she's doing anything at all, like, it just means a lot, like I said. So I'm still thankful regardless. And after it was announced we were gonna get 8 new tracks, people were stating on Twitter that Mariah has said that she didn't have anything left over from the Butterfly era. Like, she didn't have any like vault tracks or anything. Basically, the songs that she wrote for the album, like, they all made it to the album, something around there. So seeing that and people confirming it over and over again, I kind of had my expectations set, and I was still going to enjoy myself regardless. Butterfly is one of my favorite albums of all time, my favorite Mariah album, and just the fact that we are getting this stuff still makes me very happy, and so very thankful for everything that we are getting. The Butterfly album to me really represents freedom and not being afraid to be who you are, and just it's a wonderful album, and I just love it very much. And so any bonuses that she chooses to give us, I'm super thankful for. She could have put The Roof with Brandy on streaming alone, and that would have been enough. So everything else is just a plus, so I'm very thankful for it. People are going to have their various opinions, but that's how I personally feel about it. So it was definitely cool to get to hear everything again, and just what a moment, what an album, what a legend. Mariah Carey, my favorite artist of all time for a reason, and you just absolutely love to see it. And I thought about just coming here and listening to the 2 tracks at the end, but the reason why I did everything is I kind of see this as an extension to the revisit with me that I did on Butterfly a few months ago, whenever I re-listened to all the tracks with you all, have the music videos. So I thought that I would just do everything as well, just to like kind of complete everything. So that's why I chose to do this today, of course. And really quickly, I wanted to show off my butterfly tattoo that I have. So as I said before, I got this in February of 2020. I just had like this dream that I had a butterfly tattoo, and I wanted to get a tattoo at the time. I didn't have an idea. This came to mind, and I was like, let me go get it. So I went and I got this tattoo, and then in December of 2020 is actually whenever I got into Mariah's music. And of course, she has the Butterfly album, so that's always been a really neat link to me, because whenever I got the tattoo, we didn't have any specific meaning, so that's definitely something that I wanted to point out. I would love to know what you guys are thinking of these extra tracks down below in the comments, because I'd absolutely love to read them. Let's talk about it. And if you wanted to see more content on Mariah Carey, I've done a lot of videos on her. I will have a card on the screen and right here to where you guys can go to. Just takes you to everything I've done. It'll also be at the ending of this video and down below in the description if you'd like to check it out. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, give it a like down below. It helps me out a lot in the YouTube algorithm. I very much appreciate it. You can subscribe right down below if you'd like to see more videos like this. If you hit the bell, you get a notification to your phone when I post, so you not miss when new videos come out. First link down below in the description will be my second channel. Just posted a new video on there, a vinyl haul. One of the vinyl I got was Mariah Carey's charm bracelet, so you can go see me open that, and a few other things that I got like months ago. Finally did the video on there. I'm also going to have my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Spotify if you'd like to follow me, as well as a link to stream this if you're interested, and lastly links to educate you guys on important situations. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.